Welcome back to Technique Critiques. I'm Coach Brian from Big Bend Strength. We're going to be taking a look at Delaney's 125-pound, 57-kilo jerk double. So right now she is in a technique phase and hypertrophy phase. So we are hammering her with bodybuilding stuff, accessories. So she's pretty sore. But main thing here for today, we're taking a look at her dip and drive and her split position. See what we can find here. So let's go and take a look at it. Full speed here. What are we doing? There we go. Okay. We can see just a little forward in that split. Let's take a look at that second rep and see what we can find. Yeah, you see that foot wobble there on that front foot? That's where we can kind of get a good indicator of how balanced she feels. So there's a small thing to take a look at here in how she holds the bar. All right, you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see her. This is the beginning. She's starting to think about the lift now. You could see her whole body weight shift forward just slightly on more to the ball of her foot, which is just going to start the lift a little bit more forward. Not necessarily a bad thing, but if she then continues to dip and slide forward with her hips, then she's just got a whole lot of horizontal movement of the bar slowly throughout the whole thing. So first thing I would tell her is start by staying back more on the heel. And I don't really like to over cue like the heels cue, but she does drift pretty far forward onto the middle of her foot or the ball of her foot. So drift back a little bit more. That'll allow you to dip and drive a little bit straighter as well. Now we can see this is a low dip here. That is about the most dip that you need. Any more than that, and you can see it dip to, here's about as low as you dipped before your hips and the bar started to drift forward. But you can see that that forward slide of the hips there, and that's going to put that bar just slightly more out in front than you want it. She's doing a good job of trying to redrive the bar back, but just that little bit of being forward there is going to make you feel pretty unbalanced. And you can see because of that, your knee is kind of drifting forward there a little bit, right? And then you kind of recover the balance and push back. So not bad. Let's take a look at the second one, though. I think it's going to be a little bit more inconsistent. You could even see that when you catch the bar, watch this, you're like up on your toes again because you're thinking about being forward. We don't want that. Here's the second rep. You're super toesy there on the split. So here we go. Let's go and take a look at that one again. This is just such a low dip, and you could see it so much. The bar drifts forward, and it's already being driven forward before you've even started your drive. You're already trying to drift, like shift your whole body weight forward, and that's not what you want. Dip back, drive back is the cue I would use for that. That'll help so much. You're doing a much better job of like really being quick to get your head through the window, through your arms, like in front of, like drive the bar back. You're doing a much better job of that. But if we can fix that dip back and drive back, the bar will be in an even better position. And yep, and because of that, you can see she's a little unstable in her split. She's on her toe there. You can see her heel actually come up off the ground, and then it plants back. She still manages to find her balance. We're having her hold that split position because of this, and then recovers perfectly, front foot, and meet in the middle. All right, so just to recap here, we want to see dip back, drive back, not dip as low. Those are the two big things that'll help everything else on the split. So if that's something that you guys are struggling with, maybe take a look at your split from the side or your dip and dry from the side and see if that bar or your hips are starting to drift forward, because maybe you might be dipping too low. You might also just have your balance too far forward. So take a look at that. That's it for this video, guys. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one.